Hello, everybody. I'm Jessie, the Director of Special Events and Community Engagement at Maryland Public Television, and welcome to MPT's second American Portrait Learning Session. Today, we're going to take another look at the American Portrait Project and explain how you can share your story. Also, be sure to stick around as we uncover each of the story prompts that we plan to feature in our Maryland American Portrait Special. But first, for those of you who haven't heard of American Portrait, it's the National Storytelling Project created by PBS, and all of the content, it comes from you. PBS American Portrait and Maryland Public Television is asking you to submit your individual stories by responding to one of a number of thought-provoking prompts. We know each of you has a unique story to tell, and we want to highlight your diverse perspectives. During this live stream, please feel free to type in your questions and we'll do our best to answer them live. In order to get a better understanding of this user-generated program, let's take a look at the American Portrait video right now.
It's rolling. Hello from New York.
Here in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Downtown in Minneapolis.
Here in Decatur, Georgia.
Here in rural South Dakota.
Happy to see you guys.
What a great place it is that I live. My greatest challenge is
having to visit my son in prison.
It's hard for people to really understand fear and anxiety that people like me have to deal with on a daily basis.
What gets me up in the morning?
Tradition I carry on.
I took a risk when I graduated.
Most days I feel
Extremely humble.
Excited to
find our community.
I'm on top of the world when I think about that.
What gets me out of bed in the morning?
What gets me out of bed is
Growing two little humans.
I'm the most proudest mother out here.
You don't know what it's like.
You don't know what it's like.
To lose your father.
He was one of my biggest fans.
You don't know what it's like.
To be married outside of your race. That's my husband.
People always ask, what is your secret?
You don't know what it's like, but I'm sure you can empathize.
These things make me different, but I think these things make me the same.
As I mentioned before, MPT has been given an exciting opportunity to create an American Portrait special showing what makes all of you uniquely Maryland. We are so eager to hear your story, and we hope you are all eager to share. Starting right now, you can head over to mpt.org/PBS American Portrait to learn more about the project and to submit your story. The more content we get, the more voices we can share. We've already heard from a number of Marylanders and are making moves towards reaching our goal of 75 plus participants. So you might be asking yourself, what makes the MPT American Portrait Special different from the national specials? And the answer is simple. That's your unique perspective as a Marylander. We recognize that individuals living in the mountains of Garrett County will likely have a different perspective from the folks living on the Eastern Shore or in Baltimore City. And our content aims to celebrate those differences. We want to encourage the viewers to walk in another person's shoes, even if it's just for a few moments. Now, let's take a look at each of the prompts that will help you share your story. Let us know if one or more of these prompts sparks your urge to share. And again, type your questions into the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. The first prompt is, I was raised to believe. This prompt could showcase anything from different conservative or liberal points of view to your religious practices, or you can take on your traditional versus non-traditional gender roles. We would love to hear where your beliefs came from, or even how they've evolved from what your parents or caregivers have taught you. Think about your core values and perhaps those values you'd like to pass on to others in your family. The next prompt is, when I step outside my door. This segment is a very visual segment, and we would love to showcase your environment. We envision various Maryland landscapes from the city to the suburbs, mountains to waterfront, and everything in between. When you walk outside, are there sidewalks, dirt roads, people, livestock, cars, public transportation? What challenges do you face when you walk outside your door, and what are you grateful for? For the next prompt, I took a risk when, we would like to feature your stories of triumph as well as defeat. What did you learn by taking a risk? Perhaps you're a business owner, or you decided to homeschool your children, or maybe you showed your vulnerable side to someone you wouldn't normally. Did the risk work out as you had imagined? Or if it didn't, did you keep going? Tell us your unique situation and how it impacted you, your family, and or your community. The next prompt is the traditions I carry on. As Marylanders, we have so many unique traditions that other parts of the country just don't. Think about your Maryland traditions and share them with us. Do you steam crabs or have sauerkraut at Thanksgiving? Do you take a summer vacation down the ocean or visit snowball stands? Do you support Maryland sports teams with Purple Fridays and Ravens game days? This segment will feature your fun traditions and how they may change from season to season. We all have different experiences on the weekend, and we want to know what your Saturday looks like. Some of us might cozy up with a good book, and some of us might have to go to work a second job. How has your Saturday night changed during this time of social distancing? Are you a new parent and have to stay at home with your child while your friends go to a party? What do city residents do versus those Marylanders that live in a more remote location? This prompt is perfect to showcase the nightlife of you. And the next prompt, what is your interpretation of the American dream? What unique circumstances have you encountered, and what has helped you shape that dream? Maybe you're climbing the corporate ladder. Maybe you're a small business owner. Are you raising children or have a farm full of animals, or both? Is your American dream the same as your parents, or is it different? We'd love to show your similarities and differences from across the region. And the final prompt are participant testimonials. What has compelled you to tell your story, and why did you get involved with this project? All right, that's our 7 prompts. We hope this live has given you some ideas to run with. We all have a unique story to tell. And remember, you can share your story now by visiting mpt.org/PBS American Portrait. And don't worry if you can't remember each of the prompts. They're all listed when you go to share your story. Also, be sure to type in any questions that you have in the comment section, and we'll do our best to answer those live. And as a little incentive, we are having a giveaway. Please complete a Google form that you can find. The link is in the chat, and it's available on mpt.org/PBS American Portrait. We are giving our Tech Year giveaway, and it will be a number of interesting things. Winners will be drawn on a rolling basis. Prizes include light rings, tabletop phone stands, and other useful tools to help your videos look amazing. So thank you all so much for joining us today. We can't wait to hear your stories. Remember, visit mpt.org/PBS American Portrait to submit those videos. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.